So far, Kohli has played 23 Test series. Of them, in only 4 instances he averaged less than 30 a series. First was his 2011 debut series in West Indies with 15.2 average. Second was 2014 India and England with 13.4 average. Third was 2015 India in Bangladesh with 14.0 average. Fourth was 2017 Australia and India with 9.2 average. Nobody gave a shit about West Indies and Bangladesh performance, as former being his debut series, and in latter he played only 1 innings. That brings down his bat series to 2. Statistically, 17 Australia series is worse for Kohli than 14 England's, but nobody remembers Australia's sad song. But the England nightmare haunts every Indian cricket lover. Go to your friend and ask him which of the two series is worse for Kohli. I bet he'll reply England's. But why is that? Part of the answer is India won the Australia series and lost the England series. But the actual reason I would argue is the way Kohli got dismissed. Let's look at the Australia's footage first.
Oh, that's outside edge. Oh, it's balled in. Getting a...
If you have observed, Kohli hasn't given the wicket to the same bowler twice, and there were only 2 slip catches. He hasn't got the numbers, but the dismissals weren't ugly. Now let's look at the England footage. I don't have the footage for all the dismissals, but I'll try to explain with whatever I have. Kohli has given the wicket to James Anderson 4 times. 6 of the 10 dismissals were either slip or keeper catches. 9 of the 10 dismissals were to fast bowling. That's just bad batting. One way of defining a bad batsman is his frequency of getting out for same balls. I still remember Indian media ascribing his failure to his then girlfriend Anushka Sharma. So what happened in 2018? He's still with Anushka, same pitches and same bowlers. How did Kohli manage to evolve from 0 half centuries with 14.5 average in 2014 to man of the series with 2 turns, 350s and insane 59.3 average in 2018? This is where we need to look at the game beyond stats. 2014 England series has exposed Kohli's biggest weakness, outswinger ball to off stump. At that point, he simply couldn't play it. I'm glad that he got exposed at early stage of his test career, because that helped him work on his technique. The first thing Kohli did after 14 nightmare was approaching Sachin to correct his technique. Sachin advised Kohli to approach fast bowler just like a spin bowler, not worry about pace or swing, and give the ball lesser chance to trouble by swinging more. Kohli took Sachin's advice to heart, and that is clearly evident in the following pick. His average contact point with the ball went from 1.87 meters to 2.2 meters away from the wickets. It could be seen in 2018 first test against England, Kohli standing further away from the wickets to attack the ball early and not let the ball dance more. There's also one more thing I want you to observe in the same clip. His back foot is straight pointing towards the point. That was not the case till 2014. I took a clip from 2013 Champions Trophy to demonstrate this. It's an ODI clip, but it does the job. You can see his back foot is a bit inclined towards the cover. I would also like you to observe 3 other clips where you can see this back foot inclination. This back foot inclination is making his hip open more, a stance which is more suitable for in-swingers. Compare the 2 picks from 14 and 18 series. Though the second pick is more zoomed in, it is evident the width of the hip lines is wider in the first pick, indicating the hip is more open. What happens with the open hip is, it makes difficult playing the outswingers. And the problem with Kohli was, he consciously or unconsciously expected in-swingers always and kept his hip opening more. Englishmen took advantage of this and bowled perfect outswingers to which Kohli had to kneel. But it's a different story in 2018. With little luck, Kohli hasn't given his wicket to Jimmy at least once in the series. He kept his back foot straight and opened lesser hip, a subtle change, but a resounding impact. Not only he changed the stance, but also the grip. He used to be a heavy bottom hand player. If you see in the pic which I took from 13 Australia series, it is evident that he had more bottom hand grip. He was using this grip till 2014, but after the 14 nightmare, he started slightly to move away from bottom hand to keep his top hand in dominant position and bring bat down perfectly to defend the ball. Finally, I would like to show you a pic I got from Crickwiz. It compares 12 and 16 England series. In the latter, Kohli's backlift starts early, forward press is significant, and the top hand is more dominant. These are the results of changes in his stance. However, the way he was out for the seam in the last two tests bother me. But I also believe that it's more of a mental strength depreciation and less of a technique execution. I'm glad Kohli worked on the subtle changes to have a heck of a season in England. He is absolutely one of the most dedicated players of this generation, if not the cricket history. I just can't wait to see how many records he's gonna have on his name. And folks, if you feel we made any errors in the analysis, feel free to comment. Catch you in the next episode.